She talks to and she sees the dead. Her specialty, which is the coolest thing, is animal communication. Boo! Hello my ghosts and ghouls. I'm Hauntingly Krista. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm super excited to hang out with you and get all spooky dooky. Don't mind this lump right here. It's a lump with feelings. His name is Obito. Oh, hello! You wanna come over here? Oh, big stretch. Is this the vibe, sir? Okay. I'm Hauntingly Krista. I create a bunch of paranormal, spooky, creepy content on the internet. And if you do enjoy my content on TikTok and Instagram, I would very much appreciate it if you would click that subscribe button here, because I'm about to be a whole lot more active on YouTube and it's free to subscribe. For today's video, I wanted to share a paranormal story time with you. It's actually a very recent paranormal story time. I can't stop thinking about it. It's absolutely blown my mind. I just knew that I really wanted to sit down and share the story with you. And if you have any thoughts, opinions, similar experiences, definitely let me know in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. A little preface for you, depending on when you are actually watching this video, I'm uploading it on Friday, October 11th, 2024. In a week, which is Friday, October 18th, 2024, I'm actually hosting a show at the Factory Theatre main stage in Toronto with my dear friend, psychic medium Angel Morgan. She's a new friend of mine and she's so incredibly talented. Again, this is where this whole story time today comes into play, so just stick with me. I'm sharing this video now because not only is it relevant and it just happened, but in case you are interested in seeing Angel Morgan do her psychic magic in person and also meet me and her, and you're in the Toronto area, there is tickets still available, so I'll have that linked in the description box below if you do want to come out and see our psychic show, paranormal talk. There's something else that we're throwing in kind of paranormal investigation wise, and the theater is haunted too. So if that is something that interests you, I would love to meet you and hug you and talk with you about all the spooky things. But please keep in mind, this is not a sponsored video. I'm not being paid to say any of this. I just want to share it with you, and I want to open you guys up to the opportunity to see Angel Morgan do her thing and potentially read you, because she's going to be doing crowd work as well. But let me get into the actual story time. I've only met Angel Morgan once, and it was the first time I've ever met her, and it was a little over a year ago, and it was for an event. So in light of this show that we are doing next week, we met up on Monday at the theater to do a little bit of a rehearsal, so to speak. A lot of it is, again, crowd work and improv, off the cuff stuff. And after the rehearsal, we went for dinner, and this is where we really got to connect and bond, and it was a lot of fun. That's kind of where this paranormal experience comes into play. Something to know about Angel Morgan is that, yes, she is a psychic medium, so she communicates with spirits. She talks to and she sees the dead. Her specialty, which is the coolest thing, is animal communication. Now, obviously you guys know I have my boy right here. I also have two other cats. I am a very big animal lover, a pet lover. Growing up, I also had a number of childhood pets as well. When we were talking and she told me that animal communication was a specialty of hers, I automatically thought, I was like, oh, I wonder if she can like tell me what my pets are thinking, because I always want to know what's going through their head. But obviously we're at dinner and we're in Toronto and my pets are back home, not in Toronto, because I live outside of the city. I asked if she was able to communicate with animals that weren't present in the room. I didn't say this, but the reason I asked that question was because I want to know what my pets are thinking. Automatically she goes like, yeah, like a lot of what I do is actually communicating with pets that have passed on. And I was like, oh, duh, Krista. I don't know. I just wanted to know what my dog was thinking right now. So that's why I asked, but I wasn't vocalizing this. This all happened really, really quickly. So when she clarifies that, I'm about to like go like, oh yeah, of course, like, right, that makes sense. But she automatically goes into, what does she say? She goes, you have a cat. And I go, oh, well, actually I have two. Cause I'm like thinking, I'm thinking of my pets back at home. I'm like, I have two. And she goes like, no, like, with you right now, you have a cat. My brain like freezes up. She goes, you have a cat with you. It's a gray cat. And this is where we get into my dead cat spoke to me. That's where the title is not clickbait. I didn't hear my cat, but she spoke to Angel, who communicated the messages to me. She wants you to know that she's okay. And that she knows that her passing was unexpected. I'm gonna get emotional thinking about this. She says that she knows that the passing was unexpected and traumatic. And I'm sitting there trying not to bawl my eyes out and lose my shit in this restaurant. She goes on just to tell me like these beautiful messages that my cat is telling her. She's just telling me that she's okay. She apparently didn't know that she was dying. Like, she didn't know that that's what was happening. She was a little scared, but the fear that she was experiencing when she wasn't sure if she was dying or not was alleviated really quickly, because once she had passed, there was a lot of different people from my lineage there to help cross her over. A number of people, all deceased ancestors. My cat mentioned one person in particular. It was a woman. It could literally be any of my female ancestors. So don't know exactly who, didn't give a description, but woman. And then there was a number of pets there too, but two were more specific. There was a black and white cat and a beagle. So I don't know who that could, the black and white cat could be one of my first childhood pet. She was a black, white, and orange cat, but it also could be another black and white cat that some ancestor of mine had at one point or another. The beagle, I'm not too sure. I didn't have any childhood dogs. This is my one and only dog I've ever had. My dad had a Maltipoo, I think it was like those little white dogs when he was growing up, and my mom, I think, had a German Shepherd, I want to say. I don't know. That is what was being described. So my cat was telling Angel she didn't know she was dying, passed away, immediately was just met with all this love and support from not only human ancestors of mine, but pet ancestors, I guess you'd say. Just family pets that have passed. It was very nice to hear this experience that I had talking to this amazing psychic medium who specializes in animal communication, who had no idea about my past pets at all. And she picked up on this energy of this cat that I connected with so deeply that I called my familiar. Like, we had a special bond. I'm trying not to get emotional as we speak. She picked up on this cat being around me, talking to her from the other side, telling her about her experience passing, and it lined up exactly with how she passed, and it made sense with how she passed. And again, it was really healing to hear this, because again, I think about her often. I had just assumed that it was old age, like she was living her life, she was completely normal, she wasn't sick, or she wasn't presenting as sick in any way, shape, or form. Like, it was her time to go. She just passed naturally, which, I mean, was the case, but it was very healing to have my cat come through and communicate with this medium to confirm all the things that I needed to know and hear. And at the point of filming this video, this happened days ago, and I have not been able to shake this experience and these thoughts, because it was absolutely like beautiful and heartbreaking at the same time, and incredible, and I was not expecting that at all. There is no way that Angel could have known about this cat, the specifics that she was giving about this cat and around her passing was like, she could not have known. And it wasn't like it was generic at all. It was specific down to the way my cat looked and what happened to her, that like, how with that all being said, I do hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you've had an experience like this, please let me know too, because I'd love to hear that as well. And if you were in the Toronto or surrounding area on Friday, October 18th, I would love to see you and meet you at my show with Angel Morgan. And it's going to be a Halloween Spooktacular event, so check out the description box for the link to tickets, and I hope to see you there. Otherwise, I will see you guys in my next video. Keep in mind, this entire month of October I am posting 31 days of Halloween shorts, so you can always check those out as well. But I will see you next Friday, and I love you guys.